In honor of Black History Month, we take you back in time to the Civil War era here in Knoxville to learn about our city's first black police officer and Knoxville City Alderman as well, who also served as watchman over the U.S. Custom House, now home to the East Tennessee History Center. Moses Smith didn't just break barriers, he worked around them to create his own path in tonight's Positively Tennessee. It's hard to make out the weathered epitaph on his tombstone at Oddfellows Cemetery in East Knoxville. Moses Smith's grave is one of 6,000 in one of our city's first dedicated African-American burial grounds. But in his short lifetime, he was singled out for his honesty, bravery, and leadership.
This is a portion of the original floor of the Customs House. So this would have been the floor he walked on.
We traced the steps of Moses Smith when he was watchman at the U.S. Custom House and Post Office, now the East Tennessee History Center, with a woman who has studied him extensively. Danette Welch is reference assistant with the Calvin McClung Historical Collection.
At the end of the war, there's a lot of tumult. There's a decision. Knoxville is one of the first 4 cities in the South that will have policemen of color.
Before his ultimate job as watchman over this courtroom at the Custom House, which looks like this today, Moses Smith had already achieved some other firsts.
He's one of the first men who comes out to join the first U.S. Colored Heavy Artillery when it's organized at Knoxville. He's quickly one of the first corporals, like within just a few days. A special order comes out. They've seen his ability. He can be a corporal.
And he achieved the rank of sergeant, the highest rank a black man could attain in his military group.
He just has some sort of ability that people trust him. They'll follow him.
Guarding this building as a policeman was an important job in a day when post office robberies were rampant. Smith was at the ready to protect and serve. Sadly, there is no known photograph of Moses Smith, but Welch believes one exists somewhere.
We don't have an identified photographic image of Moses Smith or of his wife.
Why is that?
We don't know. I mean, pictures survive with some of the family. Is it just because nothing that old survived? Did they lose them in moves? Was there a fire? He seems like a man who would have had his image taken. He would have wanted that.
Going back to his final resting place, we share another moment, marking a life well lived. Governor-elect Robert Taylor was a pallbearer at Smith's funeral. The Custom House and its federal offices were closed in observance of the passing of Moses Smith. Yeah, how about that? Now, Smith died of an apparent heart attack while on the job. Newspapers at the time described him as Knoxville's most beloved and respected black person, an important figure in Knoxville's history.